Hello and welcome everybody, I'm Mah-Dry-Bread and these are 7 great tips to improve at Bomber Crew. 1. High altitude is fantastic. It may be daunting having zero visibility of the map while you fly, but you can spot your mission objective targets even if you have no visibility, and use radio for recon ability to inform you where flak guns are and photograph targets. You can also start to lower your altitude until you hit 1% visibility, and use that to set custom markers. By staying at high altitude often, you'll never have to deal with any hazards close to the ground like flak guns. Early in the game, when your crew can't handle the cold of being up that high as well, just stay at mid-altitude and it should get you through the early game just fine. 2. Use the lean ability often. It's extremely important on longer missions to save fuel whenever you can. The more fuel you have, the longer you can spend dealing with whatever damage might have caused you to raise out of the fight. Movement speeds don't actually help you evade enemy fighters very much, so the downsides of using lean only make a big difference if you're flying low over flak guns or need to get away from something fast. 3. As missions get harder, you'll want to spend as much time as possible at high altitudes. Because of this, you'll want to rely heavily on custom markers. Custom markers are an early game navigator ability that allows you to select exactly what direction you want to go in, and they're extremely useful for going around hazards that the default path might lead you straight to. On top of that, you can set one custom marker at the start of the mission that lines up perfectly with your target, then just climb to a high altitude and just keep flying until you spot the goal and take it from there. Carefully choosing your own path through custom markers is almost always going to be safer than taking the default path. 4. Have med packs and fire extinguishers at both the tail and the nose of the plane. You won't always have very long to put out fires or heal people before things get out of control, so not having to walk as far to get what you need to fix the problem is absolutely vital. 5. Emergency dive is amazing for putting out engine fires. Nothing will ruin your mission as quickly as losing engines, and having someone climb onto the wing to extinguish it takes a lot of time. Using emergency dive is a very fast and reliable way to put fires out before it has time to ruin your engine. Just make sure you don't have an engineer on the wing when you do it. 6. Prioritize armoring your plane as well as your engines very early in the game. As we talked about before, losing your engines is a really quick way to crash your plane, but the plane itself at the start of the game may as well be made of paper, and anyone walking around will be shot down fast, followed by the guy you sent over to heal him. You only have so much weight limit to work with, so if you need to make a tough choice, prioritize armor. As nice as new guns and survival equipment look, a heavily armored plane with armored engines is what's going to keep you alive. 7. Learn the hotkeys. These are the hotkeys 1 through 7 to quickly select your people, F to send your people to the hospital bed quickly, and R to quickly retrieve ammunition. I know it might be a pain, but you're absolutely going to need that extra speed to stay in control during the more difficult missions later in the game. Pressing R to get a gunner to go get more ammo by himself will save a massive amount of time over selecting the gunner with your mouse, clicking the ammo, and then clicking the gun again. Even just think about how many times you click on all of your different crew members every single mission. You save so much more time just by clicking the number keys. You will save an enormous amount of time over the course of any given mission by getting in the habit of that. If you want to watch more of my tip videos, I'll put the playlist on screen as well as in the description. Let me know in the comments if you have any tips that you'd like to share. I'd love to have more feedback. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.